Good morning, everybody. Welcome to worship with us here at Crossroads. This is McCall Long, one of our friends from the Upperman football team. McCall is a sophomore. He is here with us in worship today, and we are celebrating what's going on in his life. McCall, why don't you share with the folks how you first came to know Jesus?
So, how I first came to know Jesus was I started off at a church over in Cookville called First Baptist. That was probably one of the first churches that I really got into, and after that I started going to Bible school, and we started learning about God there, and that's where I really got into it. And then we moved to a church over there near Baxter, near closer to our house, called Cedar Hill Baptist Church. It's kind of a small church, really, just one service in the mornings. A lot of the small town folks go there, but I really didn't feel in place there. And then this is where I moved to the river, and when I went there, I didn't know anybody. And then they started preaching and talking, and I really got into it. Steve Taboo really got me into it, and I'll be forever grateful for him. And really, I just got to know Jesus with not just going to church every day and listening to Steve Taboo preach, but for my parents, my family, my friends, and especially my coach over here at Upperman High School, Coach Kane. He's really brought me back to Jesus. Every game, he's been to pray. Every time in the locker room, the pregame speech is always just great for him, talking about how he got closer to Jesus and what Jesus does to him in his life. And that really just brought me closer to Jesus, and I'm just forever grateful for him and everybody else who's brought me back to Jesus.
Awesome. McCall is going to be baptized today. He and his family normally attend the River Church, but today he's going to be here with us at Crossroads to allow Becky and I to be part of his baptism, which we really appreciate. McCall, why are you choosing to be baptized today?
Well, I did get baptized one time before at the First Baptist, but I just feel like I was a little too young and I didn't know everything. And don't get me wrong, I still don't, but I just like to renew my commitment because I know more, and I know that he's going to be there with me through thick and thin through the rest of my life. And I just think if I get to know him better and just follow him for the rest of my life, that it'll be a big step for me and my family. And I'm just really happy to see myself come back to him and see the great things that he's going to do.
We're excited to see what he's doing in your life already too, McCall. We've talked about your family, about your coaches, about Pastor Steve at the River. Anybody else you want to thank that has helped you grow in your faith to this point?
My pap was a big part of it. He sadly passed away a couple years back, but he's just a man that was just a great man. When he died, I really got into church, and that's when my brightness stood out to me, because everything Steve preaches at the River turns back to me and his death, and it's just a great thing to be a part of. Just the way that the church works and the way that it can bring things back that you never thought would come back is just truly amazing. And he's probably one of my biggest supporters out there, and I'll forever thank him for what he's done for me. But since he passed away, it's just been hard. But ever since that day, every church service, every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, it's always been special to me, because I know that God is up there watching down on me, and he's up there with him. And it was just a big step for me to come back to Jesus, and he's probably the biggest reason I'm here where I am today.
That is awesome, Michael. We're going to have the chance to show this video to your teammates, to friends and family as well. Some of the folks with us this morning, and some folks who will watch this video, haven't yet decided to follow Jesus. What kind of advice would you have for them?
Trust in the Lord, stay in church, get to know him better. I'm not saying you have to do it right now, but saving Jesus is one of the best things you'll ever do in your life. He's helped me through spots I never thought I'd get out of, and it's just truly amazing to see what he's done, and he can do the same for you if you just put your trust and love in him every single day.
Amen. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us as we walk here on this Upperman football field. We're going to celebrate your baptism together right now.
Yes, sir. I'm really appreciative for this field, for this program, for the chance to come out to your church and renew my commitment with God.